All right, folks, here we are approaching night 2 of WrestleMania 40. We know the main event now. It will be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Bloodline rules for the undisputed WWE Championship. That basically means no disqualification. Anything goes. We knew from night 1 that Roman Reigns and The Rock did defeat Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, which that was pretty predictable. And because of that, I'm pretty sure this is going to set up for night 2. And I do have my prediction as to who will win that match and how. Now, before I even get into that, I'm a big fan of Brock Lesnar, and I hope he appears tonight. I will not be watching it live because I am at work right now, and I could just and I'm going to stay off Facebook as much as I can because people like to spoil things on there. I do hope Brock Lesnar appears. That's not part of my prediction. I just hope somehow, one way or another, he appears at WrestleMania, preferably in the main event. My personal opinion. Besides that, this is going to be unpopular amongst some of you wrestling fans. So this is going to be my prediction on how WrestleMania 40 is going to go. We already knew night 1. We were already going to see Roman Reigns and The Rock defeat Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. That was already a given. No way around that. It had to happen to set up for night 2. Now, I do see a scenario where Roman Reigns does retain the title, because a few things has to happen here. If Roman Reigns does retain the title, Cody Rhodes has to also be protected at the same time. Because otherwise, what was the point of Cody Rhodes winning 2 straight Royal Rumbles, going to 2 straight WrestleManias, and still not finishing the story? I see a scenario where Roman Reigns does retain. I do see it going back and forth. Roman Reigns coming with a few close finishers, spear, the guillotine. I can see all that happening. I can see Cody Rhodes channeling the American dream. I can see him hitting a few crossroads, a few disaster kicks. Somebody's going through a table. I do see all that happening. When it comes closer to the end of the match, I do see Bloodline members interfering, kind of like a Shield type vibe, where you got Solo coming out, and obviously, the Uso and Jimmy Uso. I see him coming out. Of course, you're going to see all these people get involved. Solo, Jimmy, Jay, The Rock. You're going to see all that. You might even see a surprise appearance. I don't know, but that could possibly figure into all of this. During that match, towards the end, you're going to get that Shield type vibe. It's going to end up with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes going through a table. Something that's going to knock them out. It's going to incapacitate them. This is where Brock Lesnar can enter. That's just me being a fan. That's irrelevant. I see Damian Priest coming in at this point. He's going to cash in, but it's going to be a failed attempt. I do see him cashing in. I do see this becoming a triple threat match. I do see somehow Cody Rhodes not being part of the pinning combination. I do see Roman Reigns pinning Damian Priest, thus thwarting that cash-in attempt, meanwhile while retaining the title. Cody Rhodes is protected because he will not be pinned. He's going to be bruised, bloody, battered, outside the ring. I do see that happening. I think it's a little too predictable to have The Rock turn on Roman Reigns, but at the same time, I do have a feeling that if they're going to set up anything for The Rock and Roman Reigns, tonight will be the night. Similar to how they did with John Cena and The Rock, how they fought 2 straight WrestleManias, and the first of the 2 WrestleManias, they had their match. The outcome of that was The Rock winning, and then they pretty much went on a year hiatus, and then towards WrestleMania season for the second one, they came back together, had their little promos, and here we go, WrestleMania Part 2, John Cena versus The Rock. I do see that if this is going to happen with Roman Reigns versus The Rock, then tonight will be the night to set it up. Do I see The Rock turning on Roman Reigns? Honestly, this could go 50-50 because this is a great storyline. I could see it, but if they, for some reason, do not want to pull that plug right away, then I do see the first outcome happening. I do see Roman Reigns still retaining. I do see Damian Priest somehow involved in it. I see him getting pinned. I see Cody Rhodes being protected somehow. It could kind of keep him in the title picture, though honestly, my personal opinion, this is his second straight year. I don't see him. I think this is his last chance to really finish that story. Does he do it? I honestly don't see it unless there's a swerve that none of us see coming. I do believe there may be a surprise appearance. Whether that's Damian Priest, Brock Lesnar, or a third person that we don't know. Like a WCW NWO reveal when they had the third member and it ended up being Hollywood Hogan. It could be something like that. We shall see, but we will tune in and we will see the outcome. I do see Roman Reigns slightly retaining, though as you know, anything can happen in the WWE. Look at Sami Zayn and Gunther. That was very unpopular because I personally did not agree with that. It should have been Chad Gable, but that's just my personal opinion. But we will tune in to night 2 of WrestleMania, and we should see what happens. It's all up in the air at this point. But sooner or later, we're going to have to acknowledge the Tribal Chief. Just saying. That's my WrestleMania 40 predictions. We will all tune in later this evening to see what great things could happen in this match.